I did take a look at his other areas in the game where he could improve on, and he can definitely improve everywhere. Like, he's still doing Dragon 22. Spider was actually the biggest one I looked at. He was doing stage 18, right? 2 minutes and 46 seconds, when he has a champion is more than capable of doing stage 25. But the problem is we don't really have much of the gear and not really the silver to roll up everything. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are back on Sarangas's account, and once again it's going to be another takeover session for him. And in the last video that I showed you guys, we were able to take his brutal composition, or actually CB hard composition, and basically do a full revamp of his roster, full regearing, and just an overhaul, and we were able to make him a 2-key Ultra Nightmare team with the Bat Eater setup. So once again, Sarangas is only 6 days into the game, and I did want to build him a spider team as well because he definitely had the champs capable of doing it, but I was very hesitant on the stats he was able to acquire because we just don't have enough gear to go around this early into the game. You just don't have enough gear, you really don't. So with what he had, whatever scrap remaining that he had, I was able to muster up something, and it's not the most ideal stats that I want to be at, but it's still getting the job done, like really consistently. I haven't seen a run fail at the moment, but I actually did not do a stage 25 spider run just yet. That's something I wanted to showcase in front of you guys for the first time. So before I took over the account or did the takeover session, his spider team was only doing 18 stage at the time, and it took about 2 minutes and 56 seconds. So we were able to blow through the stage 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 with this composition right here. It's a really sick comp that I actually showcased on Ash's channel in the past, but I was able to recreate it again on this account, but with a lot less minimal gear, I guess a lot less ideal gear. So let's go over to the tier, the core actually. So we have a cold art, 2 cold arts, we have a Mordecai, we have a Renegade, and we have a Paragon. So the 2 cold arts job here is to put out as much damage as possible and also reduce the turn meter, so we have some turn meter manipulation going on. And we're gonna start with the fastest cold art here. We have her at 177 speed, and we have her at 70% crit rate, which is all you need to land the Heartseeker, which gives you additional 30% crit rate. Excuse me. But we also have 227 accuracy, which is something you do want to try to aim for, at least 220 at the very least, or 200 if you are still lacking in gear and whatnot. But the crit damage here is really bad. 212% crit damage with no savage set, no cruel set or nothing like that to ignore extra defense, nothing, right? So we are struggling for gear, guys, and like I said, we just don't have enough gear to go around, and this is the best I could do with what he had left. So but for some reason it's still working out fine, right? And for the skills, we have her fully booked out. For the masteries, we are focusing on the flawless execution here for the extra crit damage because we really need it. And one thing that also helps is going to be the evil eye, and I'm actually gonna have to turn off the A2 for this just in case. But anyways, going to the second cold art here is going to be a slower cold art, and she is going to be at 160 speed with 253% crit damage, a lot more damage than the first one, right? 221 accuracy and fully booked out, of course, and the mastery is exactly the same. Okay, on to the next champion here is going to be Mordecai. And Mordecai, his job is to place AoE HP burn on everybody. So the idea here is to make all the spiderling tick away each time they take a turn, and that's going to do damage to the spider boss, right? And all we focus on was getting his speed slower than the cold arts, and he's at 159 speed, 204 accuracy, which is not ideal. If I could, I would get more, but he just does not have the glyphs. He does not have the gear, right? So this is the best we could really do right now. So 159 speed. We do want to focus on the HP as well, which I will get to in a moment. So he is at 18,691 HP, and for the books, we wanted to make sure his A3 is maxed out because you want to have a 100% chance of placing the HP burn, and you can actually fill in this spot with any AoE HP burn champion as long as the affinity works out for you. So you can go with the Drang, but ideally for the Drang you probably don't want to go for stage 25 because it's bad affinity. But for the Mordecai, he's placing the HP burn, so it doesn't matter what affinity he's placing up against. But for even Tyrants, you can go with for stage 25, you can go with the what other HP burn champions? Crypt King Raw, or there's a lot of different variations here. And then my eye is really straining right now. Okay, too much staring at the computer today. All right, so for the masteries here, we have no masteries at all. It's not needed. But actually, you know what? If we can go for some accuracy here, that would actually help out a lot, right? 10 accuracy here, and then yeah, that would actually do it. Then we wouldn't need to really go for accuracy. So I guess I'm gonna tell him to work on this a little bit, and we can actually get this out of the way ourselves real quick. But for the Renegade, also, we are going to go with a slower speed than everybody else on the team at 108, and that is going to be just fine because we have the cold arts to reduce the turn meter of the boss. And all I really focused on was the HP, to have a decent amount of HP, and I'll get to that in a moment again. 108 speed is all I really focus on, and I just decided to throw in a shield set for whatever reason. So she doesn't actually need, oh, this one is actually booked, but she doesn't actually need it for this particular composition. And for the masteries, it's not needed again. So now the core champion here is going to be the Paragon, who is going to be soaking up all the damage from the spiderlings, right? He's going to be placing an unkillable buff on himself from the get-go. And you want to make sure on one thing, guys. You want to make sure his HP is a lot lower than everybody else on the team. Otherwise, he's going to target someone else for the unkillable. But in the beginning, you want to make sure he puts it on himself first. If he doesn't, you got a problem. So one thing I do want to point out is that if you have a rank 4 or higher Paragon, this composition will likely fail on you. Because I've seen a lot of people say, hey, I have a Paragon, it's not working out for me. I have him a lot lower than everybody else in HP and it's not working. But that's because you probably have a rank 4 or higher Paragon. So ideally you want to go with a rank 3 Paragon. And as if you notice here, I have HP a lot higher than Paragon. And let's just get an estimate here. So we have 25,000, we have 18,000, close to 19,000, and then we have 23,000. So the lowest next to the Paragon is going to be 18,691, and he has about 6,700. So that's a difference about 12,000 HP. So I would say that would be the bare minimum, if anything. I always thought it was 20,000 HP or 15,000, but yeah, it looks like 12,000 HP is actually working out. So that's just fine. Okay, so that is pretty much the rundown of the composition. I do want to take you over to the presets. And for the spider, so like I said, he was originally doing stage 18 before I did the takeover. And after that, I made this composition and we were just blowing by all these runs right here really quick. And I haven't done this one yet because I wanted to showcase in front of you guys. So for the presets here, we're going to be doing Paragon. He's going to be doing priority on the unkillable buff, right? And you also want to make sure this is fully booked out because he's going to be able to lap back around it and use it again. And that's going to really help out, if anything. So make sure this is booked out so it eases the run a bit. And again, that's priority. For the Koldars here, we're going to be opening, it's actually prioritizing the Heartseekers for both of them. And for the Mordecai, we're going to be focusing on the A3, which is the AoE HP burn. And we're actually turning off the A2 because this actually reduces the turn meter of the enemies a bit. And we don't want that to happen because we want them to take their turn to make the run go faster. Because the faster they take their turns, the more HP burn they take away, and then the faster the spider boss dies, right? Makes sense? And for the Renegade here, we're going to be prioritizing the A3, which is going to be reducing the cooldown of all skills by 2 turns. And the Koldars here are going to be taking a turn in between, not after using the Heartseeker, they're not going to be able to use it for 1 turn, but they're going to be able to take their attacks in early, right? So let's actually turn this off here. Yeah, we want to just, this is fine. So we could just go like this, and after that, we're also going to be triggering our Evil Eye, which is going to reduce the turn meter of the boss by a little bit as well. So that's going to help out a bit. So here we go. We're going to do the run now, and here we go. So ideally, well, not ideally, like you probably see this run going at about 35 seconds to 38 seconds. That's kind of like the average. So like you see here, Paragon's taking all the damage because he is the lowest HP, and he's also super low at the moment with the unkillable as well. So he's taking all the damage here while everybody takes their turn. And yeah, really cool stuff. This is as free to play, as friendly as it gets, guys. Like seriously, it doesn't get much better than this, right? a bunch of low-level champions along with 2 cold arts, which are rare champions. I know those are not the easiest to get, but it's you know, there's no legendaries in here. There's only 1 epic in here. You know what I mean? But again, Mordecai can be replaced by any AoE burn champion, but you just want to make sure the affinity works out for you. So we got 39 seconds here, which is a little bit longer than I expected. But that's probably because the cold arts are not doing maximum damage right now. So let's do it one more time. Because we do have the cold arts a bit lower than I would like. So right there, we would have done 773,000, just like that, if we had her maxed out. But a little bit lower, so that means the spiderlings are going to be taking a little bit extra turns to the otherlings because we're not able to do that max damage right away. So yeah, this run is probably going to average around 38 to 39 seconds until we can get both cold art fully maxed out on more damage. See, again there, we didn't do too much damage, and this run should have ended already. Or actually it'll be pretty fast though. Oh, 35? Nah, so close. Yeah, okay, so it's pretty decent, right? Pretty solid stuff. So that's pretty much the run, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you guys yeah, hope you guys really took something from this. Really easy composition to make if you have the champions, right? But bare minimum gear, and you don't even need them leveled much and anything like that. You don't need them all masteried. Really fun and super easy to make. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoy my content in general, and if you do, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you all in the next video.